It is 6 o'clock on your Friday morning. Thanks for hanging out with us here on THV 11 Morning News, streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Hayden Balgavy. Karen is off today, but meteorologist Tracy Bean still recovering from petting Greta. Sad to see him walk out. Ashley King. So that's folks, if you don't know, that pup is an Ashley King pup.
I love German Shepherds or Shepherds and those ears.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she described her perfect little pocket-sized shepherd.
Yeah, she's
was
travel size.
so
Put her in the
gentle.
car.
Oh, and she was all leaned up in my legs and just wanted the little
She's a hugger.
head rubs. Yes, she was.
I
Just
love
wait till
that.
you
I
go back
love the
to your
dogs that
desk,
lean
she's
up.
still there.
I think she would like that burger place we went to yesterday. You could
That's
take
what
her.
I said.
Smashing it.
That's exactly what I
What I
said.
tell
Shout out, Hayden. That was great. Eat it up.
Hers needed a sandwich.
Yeah.
She needed a burger. That's what I say. Yeah, she was the sweetest. So if you need somebody gentle and calm, she was all that.
Yeah.
So okay, my heart is like here. That's what happens every time after Pet of the Week. Oh, I love them so much. Okay, let's talk about the weather.
Talk about dog walks.
Yeah, and pets. We need to talk about pets and the weather. So we've got more cloud cover this morning, and we are going to see some changes in our forecast. And still going to see a nice day today, a bit more clouds, obviously, but a little sunshine too. There could be a stray shower as we're heading into the afternoon. Starting to see a few in northeast Arkansas, but temperature-wise, it's not too bad, 75. We're going to start to see that humidity going up, but it's not going to reach us too much today. Southern Arkansas is going to get that big influence, at least today anyway, and then as this begins to make its way further into the state, we'll start to see again all that moist air, that humid air make its way across the rest of Arkansas. But high pressure again continuing to just wrap it on in here. Now it's going to get warm. We're going to see temperatures beginning to make their way into those triple digits again. There's those light showers I was talking about, and still seeing that influence of that more northeasterly flow right now. But you can see down in just the extreme southern portion of the state, we're seeing again it move from the south. So that's why we're seeing different areas of weather today. But as far as what we can expect, it's going to be for the most part cloudy today, but we will see those highs in the lower 90s. Heat index is going to be right around that triple digit mark, Ashley. So if you are out and about today, make sure you're getting hydrated, and don't forget about the pets as well. Make sure they got fresh water and, place on the couch right next to you. That's the best thing we can do.
All right, we are looking right now at our live traffic map, and we really don't have any issues on our roads right now. It is still very, very early at 6:02, so things are looking really good around Central Arkansas. It's also a Friday, so hopefully we'll not see any issues like we've seen yesterday or a couple of days this week. We've had some major accidents. It took them forever yesterday, Tracy, to clear that one right there on Interstate 40 around Galloway. We started doing the noon newscast yesterday, and they were still working to clear that accident that happened about 5:30 yesterday morning. So yeah, fingers crossed that today being a Friday, it's going to be a lot nicer. And so far, so good. We'll check it again coming up.
All right, guys, thank you. A big change could be coming to the local business community in Saline County. The Benton and Bryant Chambers of Commerce are moving toward merging into one regional organization. A move leaders say could strengthen business recruitment, support small businesses, and boost economic growth across both cities. THV 11's Carter Thweet takes a closer look.
They help us recruit business, they help us retain small business, they support, train entrepreneurs.
That's what the Greater Bryant Chamber of Commerce does. In Benton, it's something similar.
Their entire function is to promote the businesses we have here in town. And it's amazing the job they do and the fact that they pull all the businesses together.
But soon the two could become one. A proposal is in the works to merge the chambers, a proposal supported by the Saline County judge.
The talk just of a Saline County area chamber of commerce and the two coming together with as effective as they are already, it's really exciting of what that means for those that they serve and those that are looking to make Saline County their home.
The mayors agree. Bryant's Mayor Chris Street says a regional approach is better than a city versus city one, especially these days.
Bryant, Benton, nobody knows the difference anymore since there's so much growth. And so I think it'll really help leverage our countywide growth to help all the cities.
Judge Brumley also cites efficiency, as many area businesses paying to be part of both chambers wouldn't have to anymore. In a statement, the Benton Chamber says they're exploring whether a partnership makes sense and emphasized that no decision has been made.
I am confident that when these chamber boards look at the benefit to our county, our area, and the people they serve, that they're going to figure out that a merger together is going to be better for all that they serve.
In Saline County, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
Both chambers are now in a 90-day review process, gathering feedback and determining whether a merger makes sense. Bryant's mayor says he hopes to bring the two organizations together by the start of next year. Staying in Saline County, Wright's Barbecue getting ready to open its first location in Benton on August 4th. The Arkansas-based restaurant started as a food truck in 2016 and has since grown into a popular barbecue chain. A new West Little Rock location is also planned for later this fall. Advocates are raising concerns over proposed federal cuts to the Women's, Infants, and Children's Program, or WIC, a resource that more than 65,000 Arkansas families depend on to help put food on the table. Last month, the U.S. House, including all 4 members of Arkansas's congressional delegation, passed an appropriations bill that funds agencies such as the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. But organizations that serve low-income families say they're worried about spending reductions, including in that measure that would cut $200 million from the WIC program.
I think it would be such a shame and like 10 steps backward if we were to reduce WIC benefits, because it's one of those essential things that moms need.
For now, those proposed cuts face long odds in the Senate. Efforts to reduce funding for established nutrition programs have historically drawn bipartisan opposition, and the Senate Appropriations Committee has not yet released its own version of the bill. After months of reports about scammers stealing SNAP benefits, Arkansas is introducing a new app that state officials say will help protect recipients from fraud. It's called EBT Edge and is available to download now. The app gives users access to their account's real-time balance and transaction history, while also allowing them to lock their card anytime it's not in use. State officials say those features are designed to add an extra layer of security and help keep benefits safe.
Not just in Arkansas, but other states and across the country have experienced that issue. And so when we built this competitive procurement, we added that to get enhanced features that would help to prevent the theft.
DHS says the SNAP system will go offline Saturday night as it completes the transition. When the system returns on Monday, users can link their account in the new app and begin managing their benefits through the updated platform. The legal fight over the 10 Commandments monument at the state capitol is now heading to a federal appeals court. The ruling could have implications for similar displays nationwide. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin and the First Liberty Institute are asking a federal appeals court to overturn a ruling that found the 10 Commandments monument at the state capitol unconstitutional. Griffin says the decision conflicts with U.S. Supreme Court precedent. The case stems from a lawsuit filed by the Satanic Temple and other groups. Lawmakers approved the monument back in 2015. It was installed in 2017, destroyed within a day, and replaced in 2018. Federal judge ruled the display unconstitutional, but put that order on hold while the case moves through the appeals process. The U.S. military is continuing its campaign against Iran, carrying out its 13th straight night of strikes. Central Command says Thursday's attack hit command centers, drone storage sites, and maritime operations aimed at reducing threats to commercial ships traveling through the Strait of Hormuz. The strikes came hours after President Donald Trump said he was not ready to pursue a new ceasefire agreement with Iran. Meanwhile, the New York Times reports Iran turned down a U.S. ceasefire proposal that was delivered by Iraq's prime minister, saying Tehran does not want a temporary deal that leaves the future of the strait unresolved. Now, here in the U.S., the Pentagon is answering questions about its online war casualty tracker. The number of U.S. service member deaths listed on the site dropped from 18 to 14 this week, even after 4 troops were recently killed in the conflict. Pentagon says a temporary data disruption caused the change and that it is working to fix the issue and restore an accurate count. The 4 service members' remains arrived at Dover Air Force Base on Wednesday for a dignified transfer. The continued fallout is still impacting the energy markets. On Thursday, Brent crude prices briefly topped $100 a barrel for the first time since May. AAA says the national average for gas now above $4.10 a gallon. Here in Arkansas, the average for a gallon of gas is $3.80. That is up 20 cents from last week. Financial analysts warn rising energy costs could add to inflation. Also, President Trump is moving ahead with a new round of tariffs on imported goods. Starting today, the administration will apply tariffs ranging from 10 to 12.5% on products from dozens of countries, as an earlier 10% tariff is set to expire. White House officials say the president remains committed to his trade agenda despite a recent Supreme Court ruling against his previous tariffs. Let's send it back over to Tracy now for the forecast to help you plan your Friday.
Well, as we're heading into the weekend, today we're going to start to see more humidity moving in from the south, and not going to see a big influence temperature-wise and not even humidity-wise. It's going to be subtle, but tomorrow is going to be very different. Today, looking for that high in the low 90s. Heat index right around that 101, 102. But here's your Saturday. All that humidity and the heat has made it. It has arrived. It's going to get warmer as well, but for your Saturday, looking for it to feel right around 107 degrees in central Arkansas, 109 there in Searcy by tomorrow afternoon. And that's just going to keep on going up. We're going to see triple-digit air temperatures, meaning 102, even 103 by Thursday. And that's just what the heat index values could look like. We could see some that are a bit warmer as well. Again, make sure you're staying hydrated and just keep an eye on this heat. It's about to be hot for a good long week, so this extended time will really start to drain folks as we're going through next week. It's going to be very, very warm.